Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am demyahunique for those who do not know. Today I'm going to be doing like an unwind with me from my day. I clocked out today at 2 o'clock. Ooh, it got real dark. But I clocked out at 2 o'clock and now we are running errands. We are at Kroger, but while we run errands we're also Instacarting just for fun at this point. But yeah, so Richard just left me, but anyway, I'm going to be unwinding from my day and just really going over and through my PM routine and pretty much what I like to do to unwind. So this quarter I really wanted to focus on building a PM routine and like actually being consistent with it, and just like I am for my basically my AM routine. So yeah, I was wondering where you went, but we're about to shop this order and get some other extra things, and yeah, I'll check in with y'all when I get an opportunity. Alrighty friends, so we just got back in the house, and again I got off at 2 o'clock. It is officially 5:55, and so I'm about to start unwinding, which right now between like 4 to 9 is really my time to just do whatever I need to do, whether that be errands or whether that's just relaxing, different things like that, because my nighttime routine is not until 9 p.m. And I usually spend like 9 to 11 doing that. So I am just pretty much taking y'all with how my like evenings look. It's not like a typical evening because we usually do our grocery shopping on Sundays, but we gotta change the plan. So from Trader Joe's I got some new flowers, which I'm going to be putting in our bedroom because we have sunflowers in our living room. So I have that. Then we got, Richard got some kale, avocado. I got y'all, these from Trader Joe's, given to him. Maple flavored pufferettes, mini pancake puffs. They are so good. Richard got some apples. I feel like, isn't it about to be the season for plums? Because plums be really good. That's what those remind me of. And then from Kroger, I've been craving salt and vinegar chips, so I got a big bag of those. And then we got some bananas. Richard got a lot of bananas. Supposedly he's gonna be eating bananas Monday through Sunday, or what's today? Tuesday through Sunday.
Sorry, my bad.
Get out of my way. Here, you can have some of that. Those already. And then I got some cereal because I'm really a kid at heart. Fruity Pebbles. I just seen that Fruity Pebbles came out with a new cereal, and it's like crunch, so it's like Fruit Loops texture, but it's Fruity Pebbles, and I really want to try it, but they didn't have it, so we'll try it when it comes available. Then Richard got some flaxseed. I got some lettuce because I'm gonna be making my croissant deli meat sandwiches again. So I got me some ham. Then I got some more croissants. These are a little burnt because they ain't have no other fresh ones. So hopefully they're still good. So that's that. And then all of this other stuff is Richard Grill. Pasta. Sweet potato. And I think eggs. The typical stuff. Eggs. Rice. And just some adulting things. So the stuff we need in our household, that was pretty much that we got.
Did you already go over this?
Yeah. that was pretty much what we got. That's the food haul, you guys.
If y'all like this, it's 2 for $5 right now. 2 for $5.
2 for 5, 2 for 5. Go get you some Barilla Protein Plus.
Plant protein. Y'all be trying to play vegans. Yeah.
Not y'all be trying to play vegan. There are people that are vegans.
But it's a lot of people that be trying to play. Where you do get your protein?
Yeah. This little silver cup don't get washed in the dishwasher, right?
What about what? A silver cup? What about it?
That don't go in the dishwasher?
Yeah, it can.
These are dead flowers.
Is this garbage?
Yeah. Alrighty friends, so let's talk PM routine. So the reality for a night owl is I get a fresh wind. Like even right now, I have a fresh wind. I'm ready to go. But if I lay down, close my eyes, I'm going to bed. So it's so weird because for the longest, I've always struggled with a PM routine just because it's a little hard for me to just unwind at the end of the day, because in a way, I don't know if it's either my mind or my body. Maybe it's my mind that can keep going and it's my body that's just like, girl, bye. I don't know. But PM routines have never been my thing because they never are really consistent. I pretty much do whatever I want to because I don't have work, but it's like I lack boundaries for real. Like, so that's something that I really wanted to be intentional with this quarter, and so I've been really trying to implement those things. You know, our parents was trying to tell us when we was little that we didn't like. So setting a bedtime routine or setting a bedtime, so I need to be asleep by this time. Also, I have been picking out my outfit. So y'all see me do that. I picked out my outfit the night before. I don't know if I was able to get a clear clip, but basically planning out my day. So planning out tomorrow the day before, just because it helps me to kind of get into focus. Like I'm setting up the next day by doing what I need to do and handle my business the night of. And so that's something that I really have been trying to implement, as well as just other things as far as like hygiene, different things like that. Y'all, I went to the dentist the other day and it was just an embarrassment. Like, your girl got about 10 cavities. It was just too much. It was too much. I'm definitely being dramatic, but it was just too much. And I was just like, yeah, we need to get on it. But it's like, it's so crazy because now adulting and not having college, high school, none of that, it's like, oh, this is what I've been putting off? Because I've been an adult I'm 22. I've been an adult. Y'all do the math. 22 minus 18. That's love. Plus 2 is 20. That's 4 years. 4 years. And 18, I was barely an adult. So, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I've been trying to develop a PM routine, and some things that I've also implemented is like no screen time an hour before it's time to go to bed, and that's really been helping me like go to bed at night. And also because I be asleep by 10:30, 11:30 the latest, and my bedtime is 12, so that's really been helping, and like reading more and different things like that, so that my mind is not just wired, because y'all know that iPhone screen, iPad screen, it's gonna keep you up. And so I found a lot of times I would be going to sleep to Netflix or different things like that, so I just try to wipe that out completely so I can have screen time up until 11. But that's pretty much been that, and I just really wanted to talk about my PM routine and just developing that, because it looks different every day, just because like today was pretty busy. We had errands, and then we were watching Lilo and Stitch and eating dinner, and then we ended up having a deep conversation and all of that stuff. So it was like everything didn't go ideally how it normally goes, but I still was able to get those things done that I need to do to prepare for my next day, because it has to be a non-negotiable no matter what's going on. But yeah, I think this also just goes into, I'm just doing a little chit chat, and I'm probably about to start my skincare, but I am not what I realized is a good multitasker. So if I'm going to do my skincare routine, it's really not going to get done, because I'm basically going to talk and stop and pause. But yeah, so basically I feel like developing a PM routine and like having that morning routine and all of those things, like I also make sure like I'm not after 9, like I'm not texting anybody back, like I'm unavailable at this point. And I also found like for me, I have so many texts and stuff to get back to, and it's like I need those times for me morning and night to just do absolutely nothing and just breathe, tend to my home, like just be present. And so a lot of those times, if you're not my mom or you're not like an emergency contact family member, it's like I've also set that boundary in place, because ultimately I just want to be healthy, whether that be emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. Like that's just where I am, because I know what it's like to be drained. I know what it's like to be burnt out. I know what it's like to be anxious, to be overwhelmed. I know what that feels like, and it's not the life for me. It's not. And as a child of God, I believe that God wants you to be healthy in every aspect of your life. And so I'm saying this too for you, so that, in your PM routine, even though yes, these are practical things that's like, duh, we should all have that. Or, we should all know that, but at the end of the day, like, I don't think we look at it as, no, this is my time to disconnect. This is my time to, of course, include God in every aspect as well. But we don't think about it like that. And it's like we wonder why we're so burnt out. We wonder why we're so stressed. We wonder why life seems to be all over the place and days seem to be running together. And it's because we're not taking time to be still. We're not taking time to say, hey, world, I'm unavailable right now. Hey, and we are basically trying to be God, trying to be everywhere at the same time, trying to, just be present and be everything to everybody. And it's like, that's not realistic, because I'm human, I have limitations. And if I don't speak up and say, hey, I have limitations, then that means at the end of the day, I'm gonna get so burnt out. Now I'm screaming I got limitations, and leave me alone, I don't want to be bothered, because we're not taking initiative to say, hey, here's my limit, here's my capacity, I can't do anything above this, right? I can't go anymore, I can't go past this line. And that's where I am, like, at 22, I'm drawing the line, and I'm like, this is my capacity, and this is my boundary, this is what I'm setting, and I'm not available right now, because I understand that I have limitations. And if I don't set those boundaries, I know what it's like to be ran into the mud, burnt out. Truth is, I'm tired, take me to the king. I know what that's like, and it's not pretty. So yeah, so that's where I am, and that's kind of the reasoning as well as why I really want to make sure that I am developing, you know, set routines, and that basically set me up to show up 100%, because that's what I always have been talking about. It's kind of like what I've been talking about recently. I'm gonna start my morning routine, my nighttime routine. I'm gonna start my nighttime routine, but we're gonna continue this conversation about excellence. Basically, like, when it comes to excellence, like, it's like, how can we show up 100%, right? Not striving for perfection, but being excellent at everything we do. Excellence means I give 100% to whatever I'm called to, whether that's being a mom, whether that's being an entrepreneur, whether that's being a wife, whether that's being a student, whatever that looks like. How can I give 100% if I'm not really taking time to fuel up? I'm not really taking time to pour into my own cup. I'm just going and going and going nonstop, giving of myself 25/8. Like, how can I show up that way? And that's like what I really went into this new year, especially quarter 1 with. It's like, I realized at the end of last year, I realized I was so tired, so burnt out, so just like tired. Like, it's like every time I picked up my phone, I was pouring. Every time I got on the call, I was pouring. Like, it was just like non-stop. And it's like, okay, I gotta implement boundaries. I gotta implement times where I am not available. I gotta implement that. I gotta just implement these things so that I'm not experiencing this in my sleep, even down to the practical things. Like, so many times, and I heard this say, like, so many times we think it's a demon, we think it's spiritual warfare, and it's the fact that you're not getting enough sleep. That's it. You are literally not getting enough sleep. It looks like I'm talking to myself, but y'all get it, okay? But really, like, it'd be so simple to the point that you think you're fighting in the spirit, but it's really like, no, practically, you're not getting enough sleep, you're not eating the right things, you're not taking time to be still, there's no white space in your day, you're going from one thing to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, and you're not letting up for air. And bro, the book, I don't know who it's by, but I'm gonna insert it, and it's about like hustle culture and all of those things, and like, y'all done wiped all the stuff off my face. Hold on, let me rinse my teeth. There's this book, I believe it's called To Hell with the Hustle. I don't know who it's by, but it is a really good book. Because for me, I think that's where I learned really, like, I was really overextending myself, like not giving myself no time to breathe, no time to just do mundane things, no time to just be present. Like, it was literally like I was overcommitting to way too many things. And I think a lot of the times, especially being young, we just think we can go. And especially in a time of like social media and all of these just distractions, and we see what everybody else is doing, and it's like we're trying to keep up with everybody and everything, and we don't realize how exhausting that is. And it's like, I'm trying to tell y'all, if the God of the universe said on the 7th day after I created all of this, I'm about to rest, what makes us think that we can just go and not rest? And so that's kind of where this comes into play too. Like, people, you may just see it as a normal AM routine, PM routine, afternoon routine. Like, it may just be a routine to somebody else, but to me, like, this is my rest, right? Like, that's what I'm looking at, even on a daily basis. Like, if I do take 5 to 10 minutes in the middle of my day just to be still, just to be able to hear the voice of the Lord, be able to, sit in solitude. Like, I think that's the thing that our generation, young generation, sometimes can run from, especially because we are so digitally in tune. Like, it's like solitude, no social media. Baby, it's like you hear crickets when you say that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, when you realize that solitude is a good thing, no social media sometimes is a good thing, like, and that's something that I've been learning. Like, we have developed, like, oh my goodness, I can't live without it, like, I'm gone. No, like, and at that point, that's an attachment like that. Honey, you need to, at this point, check if it's an idol. Because, listen, routines and rest and all that stuff is good, and that's something that I've been trying to implement a lot in my schedule. Even on a regular basis. So like I said, AM routine, PM routine, that's just not a routine. That's rest for me. Even on Sundays, like, doing like no social Sundays, and just taking time. Like, I'm on social media Monday through Saturday. I could take a day, you know what I mean, and really just rest, not have to be in tune with nothing, just like literally rest. And I think that is what we don't get sometimes, because we're so used to going. But listen, it's like, either you gonna implement it on your own, or you gonna let life talk to you. God gonna let life talk to you, and then you gonna realize, maybe I need to change a few things, say no sometimes, set a boundary, become unavailable, because living the obscurity, that's literally what that book was talking about. I'm telling you, that book shifts my whole mindset, and that's literally what causes me to, want to implement these things in my life on a consistent basis, because it's like what challenges me to do so. Because I'm like, bruh, like, I want to make sure that I am emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically healthy and wholesome, not just for myself, but for my children, for my children's children, for those I'm called to lead, those I'm called to mentor, you know what I'm saying? Like, those I'm called to impact, those I'm called to disciple, those I'm called to be friends with, those I'm called, or, my husband who I'm called to be a wife to, you know what I'm saying? I can't show up if I ain't together, if my mind ain't right, my heart ain't right, my character ain't right, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, sometimes we don't sit long enough. We don't sit long enough to even really process through things, to, hear from God concerning our life, if you want to redirect, to heal, to none of the things. We just keep going. Keep on pushing. And listen, I ain't got time. So here we are. Even when we didn't feel like it, because y'all, I'm gonna be real honest, I didn't feel like doing this tonight. I was gonna get in the bed. It's so like bright in here. Hold on. Anyway, I was gonna get in the bed and lay down. But I know I needed to brush my teeth because we work on cavities. And I need to floss. I need to, and just be still, like, be still. No cellular device, no nothing. And yeah. Whew. This is the end. Pretty much the end of my PM routine. I literally showered, brushed my teeth, did my PM facial. I don't know what time it is now. It's probably going on 12 because I know it was like 11 when I started this, and it'd be taking a good 30-45 minutes. And I know I stood here and talked for a good 10 minutes. So yeah, but I be going to bed feeling, you feel good afterwards. Like, even if it's not something that you want to do because you want to just lay down, scroll tickety tock tock, but no. So yeah, that's pretty much my PM facial. If I have a little bit more time, I'm probably about to read because I've already set up my day for tomorrow and everything like that, my outfit. So I'll probably read a little bit and then call it a night. But yeah, this is definitely still something that's in development because I'm still kind of trying to find like my rhythm and everything. I mean, everything that, like, certain things are pretty consistent, and I sometimes don't like to put it in a first you do this, then you do this. Like, I don't want to do it like that. Like, I just kind of sometimes said these are the things that need to get done, and these are the allotted time to do that. So yeah, but I feel like as you go and you kind of see your flow and different things like that, things may change. But as of right now, this is my PM routine. So I'm about to read my book, which for those who are struggling with anxiety, Anxious for Nothing by Max Lucado is a really good book. Let's see if I can make this in the trash can. And I did. It's okay. I was a basketball player for 1 year in high school. 1. And they called me Kobe. Not playing. But anyways, yes. So that book is really, really good. I'm on chapter about 4. So I'm about to read that book and unwind for the night. Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's vlog. If you definitely enjoyed it, into the conversation, definitely comment down below and let me know one of your non-negotiable. But I will see y'all next time.